Joining us now from Las Vegas, Lisa Booth and Juan Williams. So Juan, we talked with the DNC on background, okay? And they acknowledge that these crazy guys probably did this, but they say, quote, there's no contractual relationship between them and the DNC. And I really don't know what that means, but I wouldn't put this on the air unless I was fairly well convinced that it happens, what you just heard. It happens. What say you?
Well, I wouldn't dismiss this out of hand, just as if I was hearing this from the other side and I was with the Trump campaign. I wouldn't dismiss it out of hand because this is so important to our democratic process this political season. You do have, I mean, after what happened in North Carolina with the bombing of a GOP campaign headquarters there, great anxiety, and I think it undermines our democratic system. Now, having said that, I have lots of questions. I do not think that there is any conclusive evidence of a tie to the Clinton campaign, and I have lots of questions about this type of guerrilla James O'Keefe stuff. He had to settle a lawsuit recently.
Yeah, I mean, it's a controversial deal, but you know, I am somebody who wants the truth. I don't know the truth in this case. I don't know the truth, but it's compelling enough to show it to the folks. What say you, Lisa?
Well, and Bill, it doesn't seem like it would entirely be out of reason either. And there's also a second video showing these individuals talking about how to commit voter fraud. And right now, Indiana is investigating 56 counties of possible voter fraud. And to Juan's point, I'm not skeptical about the fact that this would be somehow above the Clinton campaign. Here we have a candidate and a campaign who deleted tens of thousands of emails after receiving a congressional subpoena. We have the Department of Justice feeding information to the Clinton campaign during an ongoing investigation. Let me challenge you.
I mean, the Clinton campaign, it would be unbelievably reckless to enter into a bargain with people like those, okay? Those kinds of people, the lowest rung on the zealot ladder, and say, you know what, guys, here's some cash, go out and find mentally disturbed people to disrupt Trump. You know, it's really not the way the game works.
But Bill, above someone whose staff literally broke phones, broke information, hit it with a hammer, destroyed evidence. I don't think that's above the Clinton campaign or Hillary Clinton at all. I think this is someone who thinks she's above the law. Further, Bill, there's a way with super PACs, but there's also a way with super PACs to hide money.
All right, but if you deal with those kinds of people, it's very easy to get caught. All right, Juan, you got 20, and then Lisa wrap it up with 20.
Look, I think Lisa's dragging in everything she can. I would just say this. You don't want to deal, to reiterate what Bill just said, with the lowest type of people. You know, left-wing anarchists, yes, they exist. But, I mean, goodness gracious, Trump makes provocative, incendiary statements, talks about Second Amendment types. Yes, Second Amendment types, Bill.
It's false comparison.
Taking... And he's the one who said he would pay for a lawsuit if one of his supporters punched a guy out. I mean, that's Trump on the record.
That's not even close. Go ahead, Lisa, wrap it up.
Well, to the first video, that kind of astroturfing does exist. We see it all the time, especially on the left. Further, we also have a State Department official, back to the emails, a State Department official that tried to suggest a quid pro quo.
Okay, but that's another false comparison, Lisa. Both you and Juan are way out of the box we're dealing with.
No, but what it demonstrates is a candidate and a party that thinks it's above the law.
All right. I'm not. You guys, you are. You can't do that. You can't make these false comparisons. It's not fair.
What happened here? I think it's fair.
What happened here was there was violence at Trump rallies. This Veritas outfit says that some of it was inspired by these people. It's a pretty compelling case. Other stuff walks.